share with us your biggest life hack that you've come across.
My biggest life hack, I would say, well, I'll answer it in two parts. Like, there's one, like, what my unfair advantage as a person, which is sort of its own life hack of, like, there's something that I do very well that nobody else can do, or not many people can do. So for me, in that case, it's like, I can process complex information and see patterns pretty quick. I mean, that sounds like pretty much anyone who's intelligent. Something like learning how to rap. I can listen to like Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas, and just over time, I can just be like, all right, so this is the pattern. In the same way learning.
That's the floor, right?
Right, and that's the same with how I taught myself, YouTube, SEO, keywords. Just seeing the patterns, I can learn the language of something pretty quick. But as far as a life hack, I would say the stuff I'm learning now, which is, doing favors. The world is a world full of favors, and that's something I'm just learning, which is like, we're doing this interview, and if I need something from you, you'll look out for me, and
of course.
And or if we're partying and there's a girl, and if I give you a hot girl, like, man, you're gonna take my phone call, you know what I mean, or whatever it is.
For sure.
Right. So, I mean, trying to answer it in a cool way, but just value for anybody watching is...
Value for value. Right?
Yeah, value for value. And in fact, ideally a little bit more value than the person gave before.
Right.
And that's something I'm learning, you know what I mean? So if you give me a 7.5 girl, I'm going to get you an 8.5. You know?
Yeah,
sorry, talking about them like they're cars.
I mean, so it kind of resembles Gary Vee's model of 51-49.
Yeah, no,
you kind of give 51%, then you only take back 49%.
Yeah.
Or he has the notion of jab, right hook.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Same thing in business world.
Yeah, and I think that's really big. And, I think I was only able to quote unquote win on, the rap coaching, because I did give so much value. I gave 3 years of videos in something that most people are like, what is that? So I feel like the value was there for somebody who to believe that they can really learn it.
Right, because I saw you from day one, and I just saw you blow up over time. Right?
Yeah.
Because there was no overnight success.
Not at all.
But I saw the process, right? That journey, step by step.
Yeah.
You're always there in the gym, I guess for you, you're okay, sit out there in the booth, right? Rapping, writing stuff, but just kind of seeing you step by step building your business.
Yeah, and I have to say...
Very, very impressive.
Thanks, man. And I have to say, actually, shout out to Balina, because the reason I bought a DSLR is because before you started this show for a while, you were practicing building your own channel, and I remember you got like some really good lighting. You remember that? So I literally was like, oh man, I gotta get that kind of camera. Like, I don't even know what DSLR was.
Nice.
But like, you were a direct influence on that because I saw your videos and your interviews. I was like, man, I gotta step it up. So
nice, appreciate it.